Very important you set your feet.
Yes.
Get that balance and then hit your shots. You'll never go wrong if you do that.
Beautiful equipment of everything I want, so again, a lot of appreciation for Pure Muscle.
I toss and turn at night, stuck in my thoughts, staring at the ceiling, asking myself.
Here at Petiquity Gym, guys, I am 3 days in prep. Basic vanilla shit like that. We want to wow and surprise ourselves.
Do some of the cool new machines. We just got the swing squat in. It's not fully finished being set up. I don't know if I can use it or not.
Because we're in prep and you know how that goes, guys, with the cardio that we're doing, with low calories that we're doing.
Bumstead beats Ansley. All right, let's talk about Chris Bumstead's epic upset at the 2019 Olympia, which was like a plot twist in a Hollywood movie. So picture this. The stage is set, the crowd is buzzing with anticipation, and everyone's eyes are glued to the classic physique division. You've got Chris Bumstead, who's been the runner-up for a couple of years, and then there's Breon Ansley, the reigning champion who's gunning for his third Olympia win. Now here's where it gets interesting. Both of these guys are like Greek gods in terms of their physique. They've been working their butts off, and when they strut onto the stage, it's like a real-life showdown of superheroes. You've got Bumstead with his impressive muscle development and symmetry, and Ansley, who's all about that completeness in every single pose and body part. So when the judges made their call, it was a shocker. They gave the title to Bumstead, and the bodybuilding world collectively gasped. I mean, both of them brought their A game, and it was neck and neck. People couldn't believe it, and you could practically hear the debates echoing in every gym around the world. Bumstead's victory was a big deal because it was a clear case of the underdog coming out on top. He'd been knocking at the door for a while, and in 2019 he finally kicked it down. It showed that in bodybuilding, anything can happen on that stage. It's not just about being jacked, it's about that specific look and style that the judges are vibing with at the moment. So yeah, Bumstead's upset victory in 2019 was like a lightning bolt in the bodybuilding world. It wasn't just about the physique.
And well, I'm only doing morning cardio, fasted cardio, 3 days out of the week, so
But I've always been through some shit. Every year there's something happens, so if this is happening at the beginning of prep.
the extra mile, you know? You went further than expected, even of yourself.
And hooking this all up for me to be able to train like this, a lot of fun, but leg day right now.
But we're having the utmost fun any damn way, and we're embracing all of it as I was telling her, and we're gonna have some fun.
Every year brings new challenges. This year certainly hasn't been short of them.
To 450, 500 reps when it's all said and done. Like something to wow ourselves and surprise ourselves. We don't want to just be looking like, you know, we're ready.
We're gonna understand what that really means here in a moment.
Alright, so 3 rounds of posing, holding the poses 10 seconds each, and afterwards,
It was about the judges shaping the future of the classic physique division and setting new expectations. It ignited debates, inspired competitions, and made us all believe that in bodybuilding, the underdog can sometimes steal the spotlight. Judges' shocking decision. Alright, let's break down the judges' master plan in 2019 when they decided to crown Chris Bumstead as the classic physique champion. First off, you've got to know that classic physique was in a bit of a transition phase at the time. It was like that awkward teenage stage where you're not sure who you are or what you want to be. The judges realized this, and they knew they had to do something about it. So when Chris Bumstead came strutting onto the scene, they saw something in him that aligned perfectly with their vision for classic physique. His physique wasn't just about muscles, it was about a specific look, certain aesthetic, and an artful way of posing. It was like he was the embodiment of what classic physique should be. Now remember, the judges didn't just randomly pick Bumstead. They knew that they had to make a statement and set the bar for what classic physique should represent. They wanted to give it a clear identity, like saying, "This is what classic physique is all about, folks." So when they crowned Bumstead, it wasn't just about that one moment on the stage. It was about laying the foundation for the future of classic physique.
And the accomplishment's so much more worth it at the end when you know you went through some hell in the way. So extreme life changes, living in fear, health scares, injuries. And we're doing like a fun little video where Matt and Dom are on their triathlon kicks, so they're gonna be running and biking through the store.
Well, when they start judging based on your look, you're the standard.
Exactly.
Right.
I've worked hard over the years to be more present and enjoy this beautiful journey I'm on. But this year, it's testing me.
Do some of the cool new machines. We just got the swing squat in. It's not fully finished being set up. I don't know if I can use it or not.
And lucky me, I got it out of the way. It is what it is. Life sucks sometimes, but it's beautiful at the same time. So why am I doing this? Is any of this even worth it?
They were like the architects of a new era in bodybuilding, and Bumstead was their blueprint. This strategic move was all about establishing a clearer definition of what classic physique should look like, not just in terms of muscles, but in terms of aesthetics and posing too. They wanted to create a new standard, and Bumstead was their guy to do it. Impact of Bumstead's victory. So imagine this. Before Bumstead came along and stole the show, the classic physique division was a bit like the Wild West. There were no clear rules, no defined criteria. It was like trying to hit a moving target. Competitors and judges alike were scratching their heads, wondering, what exactly are we looking for here? But then, Bumstead showed up and dropped the mic. His win wasn't just a win, it was a game changer. It was like he brought a ray of clarity to a foggy room. Suddenly, people started to get it. They began to understand what the judges were looking for, and it wasn't just about being ripped and jacked. Bumstead's victory wasn't just a personal triumph, it was a win for the entire division. It set a new standard, a new benchmark for what classic physique should be. People started to see it as a distinct category with its own unique criteria, a category that celebrated aesthetics, posing, and a specific kind of physique. And guess what happened next? The competition level skyrocketed.
This fucking gym has been my savior lately. It's just so nice coming in here and this like...
Very important you set your feet.
Yes.
Get that balance and then hit your shots. You'll never go wrong if you do that.
And this has been one of the more challenging beginnings of prep that I've really ever had.
Beautiful equipment of everything I want. So again, a lot of appreciation for Pure Muscle.
I toss and turn at night, stuck in my thoughts, staring at the ceiling, asking myself. As you guys saw from our announcement last week, we launched Raw in Walmart. We've been talking about this for a while, working about it for a long time.
Getting a lot of bicep shots, man. Double bicep shots.
Yep.
Athletes from all corners of the globe saw Bumstead's success as an opportunity. They thought, if he can do it, so can I. So they stepped up their game. They brought their best packages to the stage, striving for that classic ideal that Bumstead had embodied. Rivalry between Ansley and Bumstead. Let's dive into the epic rivalry between Breon Ansley and Chris Bumstead, two titans of the classic physique division. You've got Ansley and Bumstead, two absolute beasts in the bodybuilding world. But what makes their rivalry so intriguing is their completely different approaches to the game. On one side, you've got Breon Ansley, the completeness guy. He's all about making sure that every single aspect of his physique is on point. For him, it's not just about having big muscles, it's about having perfectly developed muscles. When he poses, it's like watching a master at work. Every detail, every pose, it's all meticulously crafted to perfection. He believes in the philosophy that no part of your physique should be left behind, and he lives and breathes that completeness. Now, on the other side of the ring, you've got Chris Bumstead, the raw power guy. He's the kind of guy who will make you do a double take when you see his upper body. The size, the symmetry, it's like a work of art. Bumstead knows how to flex those muscles and make them pop. He's not as concerned with completeness. He's more about that wow factor, that sheer muscle power that makes you go, whoa. Their rivalry isn't just about who's got the biggest biceps or the most shredded abs. It's about these two distinct philosophies colliding head-on in the classic physique division. It's like completeness going up against raw power, and the stage is set for an epic showdown. And you know what's even more exciting? This rivalry isn't over. It's like a never-ending saga in the bodybuilding world. People are eagerly waiting for the next chapter, the rematch where completeness and raw power clash once again. It's like watching a superhero movie where you can't predict the ending because both sides have their unique strengths and styles. So the rivalry between Ansley and Bumstead isn't just a battle of muscles.
So for the first time ever, we're not going to get kicked out of the store we're filming in.
And it's already a doozy, already feeling it. We got a long way to go, a lot of changes to make.
We're super excited for it. Today's a fun day because we're filming a fun little skit video in Walmart. We got permission to film here.
Or else, what the hell are we doing? You know, what the hell do we do from year to year as far as improving and getting better? We want to improve.
7 weeks out now, under 7 weeks out, so it's fucking game time. Time to lock it in, no more bullshit.
We're gonna try to fit back and biceps in about, hopefully we could do it all in about an hour and a half.
Personal stress, more and more responsibilities.
Forget further than expected of everybody else, further than that is expected of yourself, family.
It's funny. The more difficult your goals become, the more challenges life throws at you.
It's a clash of philosophies, a test of who can bring their unique approach to the stage and come out on top. And that's what makes it so darn exciting in the world of bodybuilding. the clash. Imagine bodybuilding as a battleground where two different philosophies go head-to-head. On one side, you've got Breon Ansley, the champion of completeness. For him, every pose, every body part, it's all got to be perfect. He believes that winning the prestigious title of Mr. Olympia requires a holistic approach. It's not enough to have massive biceps if your legs are lacking, and it's not sufficient to excel in one pose if you falter in another. Ansley is all about that meticulous attention to detail, ensuring that there are no weak links in his physique. Now, enter Chris Bumstead, the embodiment of raw power. He's the guy who makes you do a double take when he steps on the stage. Bumstead relies on his awe-inspiring muscle development and symmetrical upper body to secure victory. He's not as concerned with the completeness of every pose and body part as Ansley is. Instead, he grabs your attention with sheer muscle power and an overall aesthetic that's hard to ignore. Their rivalry is like watching two warriors with different fighting styles.
Finally getting back into the groove of things, and I'm feeling a lot better day by day.
This is on a daily basis now, from Monday through Friday after I do morning cardio.
Should have always been, but it's on track now. So we're gonna try and fuck up some legs today.
It feels like every time I get into a good groove, everything falls apart.
We're starting with 200 reps, guys. We're starting with 200 reps, and then we're gonna get all the way up.
Is that something new? Okay.
He's been calling himself the standard, and I think we're...
And to look at ourselves and be like, wow, you did that. You did extra. You pushed.
Take it as you can, one step at a time. Enjoy the journey, because this is what makes the victories.
So without further ado, everyone, hope you guys enjoy, because we sure the hell will.
Time to prioritize bodybuilding, not let all the other bullshit get in my way. This is what's most important.
Ansley is like the martial artist who's mastered every form and technique. He's the guy who will use every weapon in his arsenal to win the battle. Bumstead, on the other hand, is like the powerhouse who relies on brute strength and a few devastating moves. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.